Cymbidium orchids are one of the most beautiful, rewarding and hardy of the potted plants. With a minimum of care, you can get maximum results. Flowering in late winter, they look stunning in pots placed around the garden, courtyard, balcony or even brought indoors. Their huge sprays of long-lasting flowers are just gorgeous. But easy care as they may be, there comes a time when any potted Cymbidium needs repotting. So how do you tell when they need repotting? It's pretty simple. Look at the foliage. There should be lots of it and it should be nice and green, not sparse and yellowing. They shouldn't have lots of these non-shooting back bulbs. And when all you see are roots when you look at the pot surface, well, that says it all. So just how do you divide your Cymbidiums up? Well, the first thing to remember is that the best time is going to be after they've finished flowering. Now, you can read some very complex information about how you're supposed to divide Cymbidiums up, but really it is pretty straightforward as long as you just take a bit of care and follow a few simple steps. Now this pot's a classic example of being too full. It's still healthy, but it's just too overcrowded. Once it's out of the pot, and yes, I had to crack the pot off, you can see the extent of the problem. Now this brittle bit you can do with a sharp garden knife, but for a big root ball, I'm afraid this is the only practical way. Use a sharp garden spade. Divide the largest clusters of bulbs that are producing shoots, ensuring that each leafy bulb has at least one or two non-leafy bulbs still attached. Now separate these parts into individual plants and tease out any dead or severed roots, removing any spongy or clearly dead back bulbs. Chances are you'll end up with a pile of waste for the compost that looks a bit like this. You should then be left with a number of distinct individual plants. Take your new pot and fill to about 1/3 to halfway with a suitable orchid or cymbidium potting mix. It is critical that you don't use a regular potting mix or soil. You must use a special orchid potting mix or bark, as only they will provide the right balance of drainage and air spaces. Now position your plant on the mix, gently spreading the roots out. I like to tie the leaves up out of the way while I do this. Next, backfill around the roots to just below the lip of the pot, ensuring that the mix is not pushed up against the bulbs. Water in well with a mild solution of a biofertiliser such as Ultra Boost Plus 6 or a seaweed tonic. And you're done. In my case, from one old congested plant, I got 4 new beauties. There you go. How easy was that? New plants from old at next to no cost. A couple for you and a couple to share with your friends.